Welcome to the Seller Roundtable e-commerce coaching and business strategies with Andy Arnott and Amy Wees.
What about like getting around? Like did you have to walk the whole time? Like, were there like a lot of food and resting points along the way? Like, how did that go down? Because I would think that I'm not quite as in my prime fitness level that I used to be. You know, I used to have an 8-pack. Now I have a keg. So how did that work out?
You do have to do a lot of walking at Canton, but there's plenty of places to sit down. There's food halls on every single level. There's a McDonald's, like little McDonald's signs everywhere. And then the taxis are super easy to get. You just hail them and, they come and it's cheap, so really we didn't have any problems getting around. There's an app called Didi that you can put on your phone and it's like the Uber in China. So I opened up a Chinese bank account and I set up my WeChat. They actually set it up for me right there at the Canton Fair. They have Bank of China right there. So they'll give you a SIM card. You get a SIM card for your phone from the SIM card provider at the fair. You can, then you can go down to Bank of China and just bring your passport, open up a Chinese bank account. They'll set up your Alipay and WeChat Pay for you. And then you don't even need cash. You can just walk around and just scan because they don't really use cash in China. Everybody just scans their phone and pays for things. So, and then as far as ordering, even if they had a Chinese menu, most of the places have like picture menus and you can just point to what you want and they'll bring it to you. But yeah, so I didn't have any problems getting around or resting. Like there were times when we were like, hey, let's just go get a cup of coffee and rest and just meet up,
Right. So I think you sort of mentioned it, and if you did, I apologize. With my mentioned 3 small children, the sleep is lacking these days. So Molly and I were kidding about it this morning. Like, did you tell me that like a minute ago? Like, I don't know. I don't remember. It's just like cloudy. How was UE Market? What was that like? And
yeah, we went to
I don't think Iwu. I didn't even pronounce it right.
No,
Iwu.
it's okay. It's funny because Steven's been so many times and he's able to say all these words and I'm just like, every time I had to say Guangzhou or Guangzhou or, I was always saying it wrong. And Iwu, I was like, where are we going again? What's going on? So I totally don't blame you for saying things wrong because these are complicated words, these Chinese words.
That's right. I get to get you back when you start pronouncing Hawaiian words. Or Molly does. I get her every time. It's fun.
All right. Sounds good. But anyway, we went to Iwu Market and Iwu is open all year round. And some groups that go to China, they only go to Iwu Market, which I thought was interesting. But Iwu is a commodities market. We flew there. It's about, I think it's like a couple hour flight from Guangzhou. And it was interesting. So our challenge that we gave our participants was, hey, your challenge is to find at least one thing. Because we knew it was a commodities market. So it's like kind of for, if you have a brick and mortar store and you need to fill it up with products, like Iwu is perfect for you because it's huge. It's like city blocks huge. And there's so many suppliers that are there all year round that have their booths constantly. And you can really just easily source things there. But that's a place where you can go and just make an order right then and there. Those are like white label products where you're just throwing your label on it or you're just selling it as it is already, right? So our challenge to our participants was like, go to a market like this and either find things you can put in a bundle, a unique bundle, because that's a form of a unique product, right? Or find a product that you can source at a 7x multiplier that isn't currently available, right? So, and most of them already met that challenge, like the very first, hour or so they were at Iwu. But it was very cool. And I think that it's something that's good for people that do bundling or people that want, just to fill up a store, to scale fast, to sell those Me Too products. I did find a few unique products that I could bundle. And I also found a unique product that isn't on Amazon yet that could possibly meet a need like that could possibly meet the need of the product I'm developing. So I wouldn't have to develop it from scratch. I could just sell this one instead. So that's what I found at Iwu. And I actually was able to source that substitute product I was talking about for almost a 10x. So I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. So most of the stuff we found was very high priced for being an Amazon seller. The margin just wasn't there. But there were a few gems. And the people that, like I said, that were doing bundling, they found great things at Iwu. So there's lots of markets across China that you can visit, and many that are, there all year round. And then global sources is something in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is only about an hour bus ride away from Guangzhou. So you can go to Hong Kong to the global sources market as well. And that one, we were trying to really just focus our trip on Canton, but some people like to also visit those kind of marketplaces. So yeah, those are just some different markets that you can go to and visit in China. And but I think like ultimately Canton is definitely my favorite.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for live Q&A and bonus content after the recording at SellerRoundtable.com. Sponsored by the ultimate software tool for Amazon sales and growth, SellerSEO.com and AmazingAtHome.com.